Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the room. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis. The Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening, kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will take the field first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. They just keep firing. The short hands, it's Chandler. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Jordan Marshall, big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll give it to him again. At the 45, on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood fires to the wideout. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking for space. It's Richard. At the 35, he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Red pass, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Richard. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to the ground with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Underwood to throw. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Gain of 23 on the play. That's the first down for the offense.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. The run to the left. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Throwing, Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Chandler. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44.
Here we go, ready. Flag 14, flag 14, ready. Ready to go.
Looking to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Makes the grab on the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch in the end zone.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Now on the counter. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tripped up for the tackle. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nose tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
Firing deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because...
Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down for the offense.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Underwood. Under fire. Trying to buy time. Keeps it and gets the first down. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Rushes on him. Breaks into the open. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Underwood to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Goes high to pull it in. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 11 team, the USC Trojans.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Indiana's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak. But right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum. And he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Chandler. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, and tight end. The quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to run, it's Marshall. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. 3rd and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's giving this defense all they can handle.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Finds a spot in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is true.
Snags it and he's open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it. It's Richard. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Indiana, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. And the Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get down.
Could be an alley. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. I'll bet he keeps an eye on that play clock this time. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. The Hoosiers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right?
Got a little grass. Powers through. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams